anything for just a smile on your break, for just a song to sing, 'cause I bum ba bum ba dum bum ba dum dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Streaming a match. This is not a Bibba button check. I think this is legit. I think we have Clan Natioy versus Reganstar. Clan Natioy, of course, rather well-known player, known for his victory of the Grand Magic Games, I believe it was, and the Fantasy Strike Online Championship of Legends. Has moved away a bit from Midori now, though we did just watch him playing some matches before, and has opted for BBB for whatever reason. I think because Reganstar is reasonably a Troc sort of guy, somewhat, and Reganstar probably expected Clan to be a Midori sort of guy, so they both seem to have tried to pick for the hardest counter pick, and instead we ended up with a BBB mirror. So no one's got into range yet after several turns. Well, the first damage is in fact a throw. Yeah, so a truly fascinating turn of events. So Clan's powered up his 4s there, I believe 3 4s in fact, to grab some aces. Wants to start threatening some damage, I guess, off his throws, or maybe Piston Hurricane, I'm not sure. Maybe he just wants his aces as pokes, but there's nothing really wrong with going to range, I think, in this move. Sorry, not Clan, Reganstar did that. I'll put Clan on the left and that'll make me remember. So again, Regan puts a throw into Clan. Into ace, very nice. Starts putting the damage on him, so he's done 25 damage now. Clan needs to consider his options at this point, because he's getting a little bit hurt. But it certainly could go either way at any point. Regan successfully defends against that Robo Headbutt there. Could have been bad for him, but it's all okay. Still, no one has tried to go for range yet. Not yet. Maybe soon, but not yet. I'm a bit curious as to why, but I guess neither of them has a lot of face cards, so they're just like building up or something? I don't know. I don't know. Without seeing their hands, unfortunately, I can't know. One of my cables was wrapping around my mic. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is a shame, Rincey. Oh, Clan's got an ace of his own. Pops it straight on that king throw. So Regan finally attempted to go for range, but he was denied. He's lost his king throw. Not that you probably need king throws too heavily in this matchup. I really wish I had a co-host, but I don't. And Clan throws Regan, which is interesting. And he combos into the queen and pumps it twice, which, alright, he's going in for the big damage there. Nice combo. So, life total's still reasonably, like, fine, I think. Oh, I might be able to get a co-host. Maybe one of them's not. Did they just... oh dear. They just clashed 2 attacks? Both of them decided they wanted to go to range. I'm sorry that was missed. I apologise that I went to go look at chat. But oh dear me, they both tried to go to range and clashed, so neither one won combat. Nobody goes to range yet. This is literally the dumbest mirror. We see a cog shot get blocked. Does Ides want to help? Oh, sick. I'll get Ides on the mic. I like him. I just have to pull him up. Doop 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 doop. The ace comes out again from clan. He doesn't power up for any aces. He's just pulling them out. Stuffs up another attempt to range. Regan's still got one ace in his hand. I just have to find... I think it's this guy. Right? I've forgotten his Skype name and I feel bad. Hey. Oh, there he is. I found him. Oh, he's just moved. Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, his name's come up. View profile. Yeah, this guy. Alright, we add this guy to my contact list. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Okay, we did it. So Regan throws clan into an ace, and now life total is literally nearly even. Clan dodged last turn, which is interesting. What a ridiculous game. Call Skype, please. Get my mate. Aha. Aha.
Made it.
You got here. I have a co-host. I'm happy. I was talking to myself.
Alright, so this is a real game, because
yes, it is.
I didn't... This is the second BBB mirror that I have seen in this tourney, which is impressive.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Who was the first one? I missed it.
Pickles played, my boy the young Pickles, in fact, played it against the Cap yesterday in the 5th game of their set, and he won 4-0-1 because they had killed each other at the same time on the first round, which doesn't count as a win in this tourney.
Wait, they killed each other?
Yeah, they double KO'd on the first round.
How? Was it like a flash kick into like a...
It was, yeah, Flash Gear versus Super, I think.
Oh boy, that's real. And so then he picked into BBB off the draw?
Okay, so basically he tried to like go counterpick Carousel, but just got like outread repeatedly. It's all up on his stream, or his YouTube channel. So definitely check it out if you get an opportunity after. He tried to go counterpick Carousel, but his Grave got beaten, then his DeGray got beaten, and then he went to the Mirror, and then they actually traded Ace right at the end, but Pickles was at 24 at the time, so he didn't die.
Oh, I just want to point out they've actually finally gone to range.
Okay, yeah, I mean, because usually you don't want to in this match.
Yeah, no, there've been a few range attempts, like there was a king throw that got stuffed by an ace attack, and they clashed 2 attacks.
Okay.
Like, there've been a bunch of like range attempts. But this is the first one that's successfully gone through after clans put some hurt onto reganstar, which is good.
Yeah, I think, and I haven't, I don't think anyone has a tremendous amount of experience in the BBB mirror in any sort of serious context.
I think you're right.
But I think that if you're ahead by like 15 or 20 life, going to range is great because you're going to trade a ton, right? So as long as you've got some high normals, you can just keep throwing them out and sticking them.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the dodge normal mix-up is pretty good. And he's knocked him down, so now he gets to put in his normal or his jack and, like, put the damage onto reganstar. And Regan's really got to respect what he's pulling off here. And he doesn't, and gets jacked, so that's bad. I think Regan's going to die here because it's probably like jack into jack or no, actually he doesn't have lethal. Oh, no, he can't kill. It's actually impossible to kill.
Okay.
He could have put him to 1. but instead he... Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. Overdrive.
Well, yeah, Jack Beta Thrust
sorry,
would have killed there.
No, I forgot about the bonus damage off Overdrive. You're right, sorry. Yeah, but it got Jokered off anyway.
Yeah. Alright, but that's the second Joker, and Clan's still got both somewhere.
Somewhere.
So. and, you know, a 21 life lead.
Unfortunately, Regan puts the dodge in and tries to throw Clan, but not happening. Oh no, Rincia has successfully guessed that you are in fact Bal-Bas-Beta.
Okay. Actually, it was weird. The first matchup that I ever learned in this game was Quince versus BBB, because I got the set and I played a bunch of games with Pickles, and he was like, "There's a robot in this game. I'm playing the robot." So I have played him very little because he was monopolizing the deck.
Clashing kin throws.
Okay.
They both just get them back.
Yeah. very little accomplished that round.
Well, Regan managed to get up from knockdown.
This is Yomi at its finest, right here.
I feel like normal attacking is pretty safe at range, I think. Because they can dodge, but like...
You would think so.
It's not bad.
Right, because you can dodge, and
I mean, dodging is obviously the... Oh dear. It's gonna be a long night.
Especially for Reagan, right? Because he needs the damage, so really don't... Does. Yeah.
I think like, he needs to get his queen out and like start to threaten some chip. Because I don't know if he's actually...
Even if he... Well, I don't know about that, because I think that there's a strong chance if he throws his queen out. Like, I mean, okay, if he throws a normal out and Clan throws a normal out, he still has a turn at least,
that's
right?
True.
But if he throws his queen out, that's pretty much all or nothing there.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, no, I was surprised to see King twice in a row from Reagan, and now I really don't know. But I mean, it landed, so there you go.
Well, I mean, that's the cog shot, which is actually less safe than Queen, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
But that's alright.
It
pays off.
Possible he just...
Clan really wanted to throw him. Ooh, now he goes in for the overdrive mix-up, so his King throw is lethal. His Jack is highly likely to be lethal. Clans does still have one Joker roaming around. His Queen is lethal, yeah. This is good mix-up for Regan here.
Unless he's got beta thrust, his Jack.
He pulls off the dodge though. This could be death. Has he got a Queen in hand? No, he has a King. Oh no.
Got the other Joker though.
Oh no, but the King's still lethal, yeah, because... Yeah. I keep forgetting about overdrive damage.
Yeah, King would have been lethal.
But he had the Joker, so both Jokers gone, Clan's on his back, powering up for aces. I think Regan should just normal or dodge at this point. I don't know why Clan's getting aces, because you can't Piston Hurricane at range.
Probably just because Beta Thrust will, like, if he hits a King or
a Queen, right.
Hits a Queen with it, it just kills him instantly, right?
Like, I think Regan's going to normal here. I think it's very likely that a normal's coming out. But I'm wrong, in fact, and that should be dead.
Another dodge.
If he's got a Queen in hand or an ace.
Yeah.
First game to Regan's stars. Don't mind the other stars, we were just playing casuals against Clan earlier.
Oh, this was only the first one, okay.
Yeah, that was the first match.
Alright. So I didn't miss anything.
No, not much. Just like half of that game, but that's okay.
So... were they just both so certain that they'd be seeing some sort of grappler here, or
yeah, because
is this
as far as I can tell, it's because Reganstar I think is a Troc player, as far as I know, and so I think Clan was like who is trying to become a BBB player at the same time is like, hey, let's play BBB to fight Troc, and Regan is like, he's a Midori player, I'll play BBB to fight. Maybe Regan is also a BBB player, I don't know. And so we ended up with that.
Just have all these pocket BBBs, and
I'm very sad
the
as
tournament
a Troc player, but as a Minoka and a Zane player, it's fine.
Yeah, well, as long as you exclusively pick really good characters, you never have any problems.
I know,
That's
right?
what I find.
And I
people frown upon it for some reason, but all you have to do is pick characters that are really good.
Yeah, like I can't do that in some games because my execution's not up to scratch, but in this game, hey, no execution. I can just play good characters and win game. Hey, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always really unfortunate when the best character in the game is like Eddie or something. It's like, oh, you know, I'm not learning all that.
Or Morrigan.
Or Morrigan.
I mean, Doctor Doom isn't too bad, I guess. Neither is Virgil, I suppose, but...
Yeah, I think that the stuff that you have to learn with Doctor Doom, like, if you're super, super good at the game, to, like, push your game to insane levels is tough, but, like, the actual, like, just the general stuff that you need to know in order to be effective with him is, like... infinites
are not
really
that
easy.
difficult, if you think about it.
Easy stuff.
Like, I can nearly do base level infinites, and I don't consider myself a very good execution. And one of my friends who's like, he's a good execution guy, he's just like, I've just got to do infinites. I'm like, alright, cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, well, just the amount of buffering and stuff that exists in that game to make that stuff easier is... I actually am massively in favor of that stuff, because I think that... if you're trying to do a combo or something like that, and you press all the right buttons and you're off by a couple frames, it should probably just let you do the combo.
Yeah, I don't like the like.
I'm in the minority there.
I don't like the Link's stuff in Street Fighter. I'm not a fan. That's why.
I mean, I can do them too. Like I've put a ton of time into friggin' learning how to do well, except for friggin' Yang medium punch off ADC. Light punch, which gives me nightmares,
I struggle with like base level FADCs, which is why I don't like that game. I don't like it as much. Which
that's why you play Guile.
Yeah, it's why I play Guile. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Because like before, all you had to be able to do was like juggle into FADC Ultra 2, and now that barely even matters because it doesn't do any damage. So
yeah. With the nerf of like ultra damage, it's like I can just play game and flash kick, so life is easy. No, Legion figured it out. Damn it.
Yeah, he's on to us.
So after a few non-eventful first few turns, we finally see something happen. We were able to just take our time talking because nothing was happening in the game.
Yep, pretty much.
But yeah, so now they're at range, and this is where the game gets interesting.
Yeah, now we're at range with BBB with a full grip.
Yeah, full hand, likely has all his face cards available, plus a few dodges. He's got his mix-up running.
He goes for the first turn dodge at range, which is pretty standard.
I talked about the other day. I said BBBs always dodge first turn, and someone challenged me and said... only if they don't know what they're doing with BBB. And I challenged that. I said, no, even BBBs that I've seen who are pretty competent will dodge first turn.
It's true. I've had this discussion with Pickles before, and I think that he's in the minority. Though some of the people that I've talked to outside of him tend to comment on that too, where you have to demonstrate that you can king throw them before they'll be worried about the king throw a lot of the time. So he likes to get to range and then king throw you first turn, second turn.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, you got to represent that.
I agree.
Because most people don't reversal because they're scared of BV just dodging the first few turns, so they just sit around and block. So you put your king throw on the table. You just say, I've got a king throw, I'm going to put it down. And in fact...
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Right then, Reganstar just admits, I've got a king throw, I'm putting it on the table. And now Clan has to respect it. And now the real mix-ups come out, because yes, he has a king throw. Powers up his 7s. I don't dislike powering up 7s at range, but I feel like saving them for out of range is pretty helpful for the throw side. In this matchup, the throw side can be useful.
I don't know when. Like, I guess he's just trying to keep his from having to discard.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah. And like, if you're planning on staying at range the whole game, I guess it's not an issue, right?
Yeah, it's fairly reasonable. You're giving Grave dominant throw, which is a little scary.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a queen dodge mix-up here. I'm incorrect. Oof. The even normals are, of course, quite rife with BBB. He only has that one odd normal, so Clan just takes the safe route, blocks even.
It's just like the standard. If you think he's gonna normal, you probably want to play the even block, because he's only got the 3.
Yeah. And
it's another one of those things he's kind of got to prove that he has.
Clan just revealed a 4 for knowing the opponent and then powered it up.
Good decisions. Good decisions were made.
Expert play. High level.
Gotta know yourself before you can know the opponent. Alright.
So he gets out of range,
single ace.
Pops that.
Don't dislike that.
Single ace is pretty good.
One for Grave. I really like the single ace to get out of range in this matchup, because as we've been, I don't know how we keep getting into these BBB discussions, but as we've been discussing a lot lately, BBBs like to come in from range and then piston hurricane you, right? So you keep your queen so that you can play your queen when you get back in from range.
Yeah, and you don't play T-Boss to get out of range.
Oh yeah, well, if you're crazy.
I've been talking about BBB a lot lately. Like,
I've been talking about a lot of BBB, but
he's really seeing a resurgence.
I suppose so. It's a metagame decision, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many grapplers on the server. There's just all these people who want to play Freelo Troc, and they're getting their comeuppance now. Yeah. Okay. Here he does. He plays he plays the queen.
Plays the queen in case of that piston hurricane, which is totally viable, but it was a king throw. But now he still has to respect the hurricane, which is
and actually that's another play that I really like is especially I mean if you're playing against Grave, then he's got a 0.0 speed thing, which is unfortunate for you. But when you come back in from range, just going for like raw king throw. I really like, because a lot of the time if you spend a few turns at range, you accrue like a couple extra king throws, or like one extra king throw, so you know if you get back to range you can do it infinitely anyway, so you might as well just throw it out there and see if you can get back. A lot of the time they'll dodge trying to avoid your piston hurricane anyway.
That's true, because they'll also normally have a lot of cards from being at range. Successfully calls the Joker out there. Maybe didn't even have T-Pos. Maybe. He just powered up, so...
I mean, there are only a few characters that have, like, good attacks against Piston Hurricane anyway.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Like, most characters do not want to clash with that.
Yeah.
Like, not even DeGray wants to fight that. We see a dodge.
Yeah,
block.
I mean...
That's fine. It just glitched on my screen and the cards didn't show up. It was a bit weird. The symbols.
Yeah, I'm still using Unity, so...
Yeah, Unity actually takes forever to load for me now. Like, it's crashing on my Chrome, so...
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've read a thing that said it's not supported sometime soon, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Cause
you have to, like,
I really don't want to... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really don't want to buy the characters again.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You should ask Tello about it. Oh, here comes the real T-Boss, and it wasn't a Joker. Lands it. Sticks the super. Nice.
No fear.
Well, I mean, he's already seen one Joker.
Down already.
Yeah, one Joker down, so not bad. Exactly halfway through the deck, it's like, yeah, you know, taking by 50% chance. It's theoretically the other Joker's somewhere hidden away, so
yeah, it was a good play.
Of course, it's never exactly like that.
When when you're right, it's always a good play.
Yeah, and now he's in a very advantaged position. He can probably just like spam. Yeah, there we go. Well, he can just spam fast attacks and pretty much no fear at this point. Puts Regan onto 7 life. Regan probably has 2 more aces in hand, but Clan really doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, he can afford to take that damage right now.
He doesn't even need to. Okay, so he's going to counter it, but he didn't even need to.
He's not.
Like, he could just play like a single ace.
Yeah,
and still chill.
I don't know. I like the counter just because.
Yeah, just to prevent.
I think the one way you lose this
is dodge and king throw. You're right.
Yeah, dodge and king throw, and then get back to range for a million turns.
But he had the same business arcade. Gets popped by that, but now he really has no threats.
Yeah, I think that's still much better for Clan's chances of winning this than having been dodged into king throw.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And yeah, now as it was pointed out to me by Mad King the other day, and I totally actually hadn't realised, if BBB doesn't have aces, his fastest attack is 2.4. And I went,
yep.
Oh yeah. So it's like Clan can now jack,
all
king,
of a sudden,
queen, single ace, and they are all dominant attacks. And there we go.
And there's one of them.
And takes game 2. So it's now 1-1, and Regan actually gets to play a real character. I mean, a non-BBB character.
Hey, Pickles beat the cap on mono BBB yesterday.
I know. Whew, how did that happen?
Excellent decision making. Yeah.
It is 1-1.
It was some really impressive stuff, I thought. But also I'm a little biased, so.
Yeah, alright. It's fine. I'm going to be rooting for my guys to win, although it was unfortunate that I came up against Reverb in the first round because I wanted to cheer him on through the tournament. I didn't. Okay, I was like,
here.
Oh dear. Onimaru is not a terrible pick. This matchup I really like actually because it's it provides quite interesting decision making from both sides where Grave wants to block, and Grave's J does good work in the early game as usual. Like there's a lot of matchups where it's just you just play J early and it's fine, but the mid game is like really tense because Grave normally has T-Pos and he's trying to put it through, sorta, and Onimaru is kind of threatening big dodge punishes and big block punishes, and he normally has a reasonable hand for throws, and it's just kind of like this really tense back and forth on who's gonna unload their damage first. It's like, whew. Because if Onimaru undercuts a J with an ace and attaches like 2,
yeah,
it like makes life tough for Grave. Really he has to start respecting that.
The 10 face card mix-up is
it's very strong.
Yeah, quite good.
Beaten only by dodges, which Grave has enough, but sometimes wishes he has more.
Yep.
Hey, we have 4 viewers.
Okay.
That's big.
He does have the J.
Gets the jack, stuffs up another 7 throw, which is good. And I think in this matchup, as Grave, you want to be using your 7 as a throw most of the time.
I guess we have to assume, like, either Reganstar really valued not giving away any more information there, or that was his only block. Because I don't know what else he would be hesitant to block with.
What he didn't block though? He threw.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah, he did. That's my bad.
Yeah, that's a 7 throw.
Well, he blocked with the 7 the turn before, and then he threw with it the turn.
Oh, no, he threw with it both turns.
Yeah, he blocked with it the turn before, and then he threw with it after, didn't he?
Oh, Oh, sorry, I didn't realise there was a turn in between the... Sorry, my bad. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, that suggests he probably doesn't have a 6.
Yeah, or I guess if he's valuing his 2 as a... Yeah. Oh, okay, here comes the Guard Crush.
Damn, pops that right in there. Pumps with a king, and that is essentially the 1 card 20 damage. You think we can...
Yeah. I think we can generally assume that Glen's not holding any 9s either.
Yeah, blocking with a 10 is definitely suboptimal for blocking with a 9. Deluxe calling the 20 damage for 1 card cheap. You know, it's only my own shtick.
That's what he's built around.
Well, it's not actually 0 cards, because...
Yeah, the 10 replaces itself, and then you have to
card
spend.
Neutral. You do go card neutral for because you do draw a card at the start of turn, but I don't count that.
Yeah. Alright.
It's you don't go card positive. Sort of. I see what Clan's saying. I don't look at it in that way, but I think it's perfectly viable to say it that way.
There's the 3rd 7.
Yeah, with no pump as well.
Yeah, I have to wonder, because I have to think that this, even with the sort of minor life deficit going on here, could turn into a really bad late game for reganstar if he gives Clan the dominant throw here.
I think he's trying to pull off the Hug a Kitten tech of throw early game to take out their higher blocks and open up lower guard crushes.
Yeah.
Which is not bad tech at all, but he's only, at this point, hit 1 block, and that was with a 10, so...
Yeah, he's got one of them.
Plays a 4,
Just plays the 4, yeah.
That's a bit of an exciting combat reveal. Not often used, because normally your 5 is just pretty much better, and you want your 4 for dodges, so... I like that. Seeing something a little bit different.
It's true. I mean, I one of the things that I remember reading recently that I thought was really interesting was Leontes had like a little blurb about how one of the most important things he learned while he was playing was how to get good value out of weak options.
Yeah.
And I guess we're seeing that right there, because that was a 10 damage combat that just replaced itself, right?
You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Throwing with the 9 there, I think, is very interesting. He's really trying to push his throw game against Clan, and I think Clan's kind of caught on, because he played a 5 normal, which is, like, sort of a bold move.
He goes for... I mean...
Like, he's really pushing his throws.
He's got to have a bunch of them, but at the same time, he's really weakening his late game here. Well, he's just used 3 of his 7 throws and 2 of his final authorities, so you know, we get another, like, if Clan survives another, you know, 5 or 6 turns, it could get really dangerous.
He's got 2 more throws and a 10 and he's got a strong hand. So I think basically what he's trying to say to Clan at this point is, I don't need final authority, because I'm just going to kill you with throws until you're so low that I can just like uppercut you or dodge you into 20 and you die. And I think that's actually a pretty fair thing for him to be threatening if this throw game works for him. So I don't hate it. I'll say I don't hate it at all. It's certainly something different. It's definitely a plan. And if he executes it's gonna work for him.
So there's the 4/7.
7. Okay. So now Grave has dominant throws.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Deluxe claiming in stream chat, but he's got 8 throws. Yes, but he's using 9 throws. It's an interesting strategy. It might have been evaluation.
It was probably some evaluation trap.
I couldn't be certain, but it doesn't really work when Grave has the ability to see your hand.
Yeah, I think you probably just want to play it straight against Grave a lot of the time.
It gets dodged on the 5 though, which is unfortunate. Into a throw, fair enough. So now Regan has a lot of options here. He can just play single ace, and I think it's like actually fine unless he's really fearing T-Boss. Like, you could play single ace, you could play uppercut, you could play block, you could play throw. Like, he's got plenty of options, I think. Clan kind of
What
has
are you
to...
looking for Clan?
Yeah, for Clan, I feel like it's going to be like dodge or single ace, apparently. Fair enough. I wasn't really sure, actually. I was like trying to figure out what Clans to do, but yeah, single ace.
I was thinking some sort of reversal from Clan there, but
yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's like I wasn't feeling like he was going to go for a mix-up normal because, like, Onimaru has lots of answers to mix-up normals, which is why Onimaru Zane is
he's great.
It's like hard. It's because Onimaru has like his 5, his queen, final authority, aces. He's got options.
It's stuffed on the 10.
Ooh, that's really good for Clan.
See if this leads into anything though. A lot of
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fair.
He's got another king.
That's nice though. That's good damage. Puts him down to 11 life. So Regan now is on the back foot. Doesn't have his attached aces. Doesn't have final authorities. So, well, he might have drawn maybe one more by now, but probably only one more. So, gonna have something.
Yeah, he can't run a series of final authority plays, and he doesn't have dominant throw anymore. So the sort of throw dodge game that he can play is weaker.
Yeah. Nice block. Regan. Oh, Clan has used up 2 queens at this point, so he's still got dominant attacks in T-Pos and Queen, but it makes Reganstar's queen slightly safer because he still has all of his queens. Slightly safer.
Yeah.
But Clan does have a pretty low hand here,
there it is.
so yeah, there we go. The queen comes out. And I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw another one next turn. Like, Regan should have a joker by now, so he's probably fine to just attack a lot. Like, backed by if he's drawn a final authority here, I think he should be able to actually just win the game by attack spamming at this point. Like, I honestly feel that can happen.
Well, it seems to be the plan he's going with.
If he'd landed an A, it would have been a lot better.
Clan plays an 8th throw there, so he's probably not seen another 7 yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because he wouldn't be saving 7 for an ability at 13 cards anymore, I think.
When you can just get the kill off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Tries to 8 again, gets queened again.
Third queen.
This is what I just
the reads bomber.
triple uppercut. Like, I feel like that wasn't unviable at all, and now it's like, oh, Clan, you're within death range of attack and throw and dodge. I mean, sure, so is Reganstar, but he's just brought it back to a very close match. He's got lethal mix-ups.
if he's holding the third final authority here
and a joker, like, he's pretty set. Like, as Regan, he can pretty much just play face cards.
Just keep throwing out attacks until he challenges you, and then
exactly, and then you
knock him down,
and smack him in the face and win. Like,
yeah, he's definitely got it at this point.
I think he's got a joker. Like, this is a joker. The card he puts down is a joker. That card right there.
No, it's not.
Wow.
The balls on this man.
Unbelievable. That should have been a joker. I can't believe he did that without jokers.
Well.
Jeez. Well, I called the 3 queens. I didn't call the joke. Alright. Jeez. He was just going that mad.
Did you see the game a couple weeks back where Riker was on lethal and he had 2 jokers in his hand and he face downed with no joker?
I have done that before. It's like a legit thing versus Graves. Like, honestly, if they look at your hand and they know you've got 2 jokers and you just slam it down really fast, but you don't slam down a joker and they just go, oh, it's just a joker, and they just call it, and like, and you just laugh at them, and then you still have 2 jokers, and then you actually just play both the jokers next time you lose. It's so disrespectful, but I love it.
All right, he comes out with the 7th throw at the start again.
Still throwing.
Actually, this was the exact exchange.
It was.
I think.
I don't think it was the same suits. Oh, it was.
Well,
it wasn't 7 clubs. I think it was 7 spades. I could be wrong. But yes, it was 207.
Yeah, it was 2-7, and doesn't follow up again.
Exactly.
This suggests to me that Graves probably got counter in his hand, but not absolutely. Just seems likely.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look, I promise you I will not play BBB throughout this entire tournament. If I need to counterpick a grappler, I'll play Geiger. That's a promise. Alright, from me to you.
Alright, I'm gonna take you at your word there.
Yeah. I don't play BBB. He's too fiddly for me. I don't like him. Like, you have to worry about range and managing and reads and mix-ups, and I'm just like, I don't care. I just play Geiger and just time spiral. Like, it's not that hard.
Right, I've been just generally trying to avoid characters that easily get stuck with bad hands.
Yeah, well, I suppose Geiger does fall into that camp, but I use him as a counter pick more than a staple.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
no, I mean, there are a few characters, I think that... I mean, there are a lot of characters that can get stuck with
I think Minoka can very easily get stuck with a bad hand.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
absolutely.
You play Minoka.
But he's got some ways around it, right? Is all that. I mean, it's my favorite thing about him.
That's true. That's true. Nice jack. Good call.
Yeah.
Takes out the second 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was his 3rd turn play last time. Is this the exact sequence?
No,
Did he play?
Because last time it was a block on the block and then a throw, and the throw got hit by something.
Yeah. Okay, no, but from Clan.
Oh.
Clan played 2, then block, then jack.
No, he played 2, then 5 attack. That was a 5 attack, but it got undercut.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he played 2 5 attack jack.
Yeah, it's very closely reminiscent. And the 7th
And here
throw,
comes another 7.
He's really pushing these 7 throws.
Yeah.
Someone saying that Rook BB is Rook favor.
Yeah, I remember hearing... I don't know exactly about Rook favor, but Juicer was saying that it was pretty much even, because...
yeah, Tello versus someone else. Tello versus Gister, I think it was. And Tello was playing BBB, and he'd been told the matchup was supposed to be 7-3, and he's like, after playing this for long enough, I think the matchup is 6-4 or better, because he was playing BBB side, and said that it felt that bad for BBB, like, as in, that it was at least 4 for Rook, possibly better for Rook. And I was like, that's interesting.
From what I understand, what you're trying to do is just undercut him like once or twice, if you possibly can, and get like 20 damage on him, and then intentionally go to range,
and then just
let him do some stuff because you have 100 HP, and then get back in from range and kill him in 1 turn or 2 turns.
It's what it seems to be. It's basically like you can use AA to get out of range, and it's fine. And then because you've just got like 10, 11 cards, and you just ooh. Let's see if he has a counter here.
And he has to respect. He has to respect 5 blocks so much in that matchup, because junk shot getting 5 blocked is a tragedy for BBB.
Absolutely. And if he hits the 3 block as well, he can actually play a 4 and undercut junk shot and jack and potentially picks up, and like BBB has to actually become wary of Rook on that turn, and it's like at range BBB shouldn't be wary of anything. He should be able to be playing his game, and like it's like not all of his face cards.
BBB versus like Rook's special blocks, I think, is just a really interesting interaction.
And also Rock
it doesn't necessarily work the way as intended, representing like a fighting game, but it's just really cool mind games and stuff.
Hey, it's Mikkel. I think it's Mikkel. I'm not certain how you pronounce it.
I just assumed it was Michel, because that's how you would pronounce it if he's Quebecois.
I think he's actually European. I think he's from France. I'm not certain though.
Oh, just actually
because he mentioned he seemed to have not much knowledge, and he asked if everyone here is from Europe when I was hanging out with him and Legion earlier. And I was like, no, I'm actually from Australia. So yeah, I think he's French, but I could be wrong. His time zone was something that I don't recall what. I did actually deal with him in the signing up, but I forgot what his time zone was. He might have just given it to me in GMT, but anyway.
Alright.
He's not American, so, and I don't think he's Canadian, so... Yeah, I could be wrong, obviously.
So, reganstar reveals a bunch of attacks.
If Michel, I don't know, comes on the stream, they might correct me. He/she, I think he, but... Please correct me.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it is French and it that is the male form, it's just like the French version of Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I haven't taken French since like 2003 or something, but
the 7th row.
Draws a 7th row off the top.
What did we see a 9 for?
So I guess.
Why is there a 9 in the discard? I actually missed why that was. Because Regan was throwing with his 9, so...
Yeah. Well, his hand was revealed and he had no throws.
Okay.
So,
so then he threw with a 9. Oh, did it hit?
He drew the 9 off the top and threw
no,
with
but
it. Drew the 7 off the top. But now his hand is still mostly known and he's got no final authority.
General's armor though.
And he's attacking into dodges because that's what his hand had available.
Game, but, I think Regan's not representing his block game. Like I think that's a thing that, like he's representing a really strong attack throw range, and it's good. It's good to represent that range, but he needs to just throw in just a couple more blocks. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think that
just a smattering here. And
especially if he's not playing Jack, right? Like if it's not okay, he's just throwing, keep throwing him.
Man, just going all the time.
Also, I'm not really sure why that Joker was respected. I mean, he still knows most of Regan's hand. He had like 2 turns to draw that Joker.
Where's my Chrome?
I guess he really didn't want him drawing out of the hand he saw because it was pretty bad. Oh, here it is again. And yeah, it's mostly the same.
Sorry, I missed that. Let me just check it. 2, 3, 4.
I don't know
four,
if
queen,
he's
queen.
yeah.
That's not a great hand.
Yeah, so it's all attack dodge mode, like mainly. He's got no way of winning any sort of clash because he's any sort of attack versus attack because he's he doesn't have the final authority and he's only got the 1 block. So, but Clan respects the queen and blocks himself,
which is a good move.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty
and
good
he
choice.
draws a 10 attack, plays a 10 attack.
He's got some Troc strats going on.
We're definitely seeing some draw play. You can tell he's a top player.
Deck.
Look,
yeah,
I have to agree with him. Playing top decks, pro strategies.
Hey man, sometimes it gets you to round 2 of the tournament.
Cough. You know, I got to round 2 by playing Zane into Grey.
No, that wasn't even directed at you.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think the incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't refer to it by name.
Yes. Well. Anyway.
Okay.
Ace attack into dodge. Okay, so Regan's actually representing a dodge range. That's nice. I like it. But he probably doesn't have a great dodge punish. Yeah, he's got like a 4 attack. I don't know.
I don't know about the ace attack. That like the the single ace there, because his whole hand was oh yeah, no, he can afford it, but his whole hand was dodge attack, and the attack he's most likely to beat is going to beat the ace attack anyway.
That's actually true. You're right.
Like, if that ace was a queen, I would totally understand it.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You're right. Still, maybe not the worst play. Like, I think he's basically just representing, I've got single ace, you know, I can just play single ace, and you have to respect it.
Yeah, he can play. I mean, even if he plays single ace into the queen, he can do that a couple of times before he's in any real trouble here.
Yeah,
so
definitely. And so we see the queen outspeed his 2 attack, which is, I don't think Clan's going to be upset about that, honestly.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's very worried. That's the 3rd queen in the yard there, and still haven't seen.
Oh, Clan pops another queen on the table.
Okay.
And tries to Clockwork Soldiers him. Okay, I'm not sure why he was joking there, because Regan probably doesn't have a great follow-up, but I guess maybe he was worrying about a Clockwork Soldiers, like, I'm not sure. I think face downing there is not bad, but I don't know, like, if I would actually joke it there, personally. I just wouldn't be fearing much from like a 4-card Onimaru, like. Alright, pops another queen on the table.
That's fair.
That's his last queen, the 4th queen.
I don't know when exactly you play the Joker then, because it just like I think you can be relatively certain he's going to play into it with that low a hand and the life deficit.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely to stop more than 10 damage anyway, I think.
Yeah.
Alright,
so Joker, that's nice for him. Gets to actually draw some cards, but he's only on 5 life here, so I feel like Clan might just take this one at this point.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of ways out for Onimaru here.
He's really gonna have to like build up some kings or something and smack a big king, or maybe like 10 attacks, but that's not the way he's gonna take it. The 9 throw, he's trying to be really bold with these 9 throws, but it's just not happening for him. So that's 3-1.
I have to. I have to like figure that he just didn't have any real options against the ace there, because there's got to be, like, he only had 1 queen left in his deck, and Clan was just trying to get him to dodge endlessly, I think.
Yeah.
Because the ace is going to do 3 points of chip damage anyway, so you're dead next turn.
Yeah. I guess he was trying to mix it up with a throw, but it didn't work out for him, unfortunately. So it counterpicks with DeGray. This matchup is, it's an interesting one. Grave needs to use his throws very effectively, and try not to get point counterpointed, because you'll die. Like,
yeah,
it's sad. First turn 10 throw. That's
classic.
I like that.
Classic first turn 10 throw. I quite like it too, because people are afraid of.
It's like, if I'm getting outsped by a throw on the first turn, am I really worried? The answer is unlikely.
People are afraid of attacking into friggin'
ace dodge on the first turn. It's true.
Yeah, ace dodge and getting pile bunker ridiculous damage.
Like, I will sometimes dodge on the first turn.
Do a slow throw.
Just to pile bunker someone. Like 15 damage pile bunker on the first
turn. Absolutely.
I'm not going to complain about that. Like, whoo.
Yeah, I mean, I will dodge on the first turn with crappier dodges than DeGrace.
Yeah.
And DeGrace goes back to his hand, so.
I mean, like, I'll like 3 dodge on the first turn if I'm feeling it. Like, 3 dodge, 2 dodge, just if I want to really, really hit that pile bunker. But Clan gets his straight in, gets some aces. That's really good for him. He's gonna.
That's a straight.
He's gonna make good use of those.
He has damage. So that's pretty scary. I think now is probably a really good time to be a Grave player on the server, because nobody seems to want to play the fish.
Except Fra and Hydro, so do look out
Except for Fra. And Hydro, yeah.
But yeah, you're right, there are not a
lot of and my hometown boy Lateralis, who's making a name for himself. But there are some fish mains, but there are not a lot of people who want to play him as like a secondary or something like that.
Yeah, it's true. I don't
because of personal distaste.
Yeah, I just I can't resonate with the fish. I actually used to play him. I realized I looked back over some of my old tournaments because I was looking for. I don't remember. I was searching for a different reason, but I found that I actually used to play the fish way more to counterpick Onimarus and Lums and But I just don't anymore. I just got sick of it.
Okay, so he reveals the uppercut for KTO and then plays it into the ace dodge.
Super fair, super fair. Playing
yeah.
The uppercut for ace dodges. It's definitely top tier.
I don't know.
I mean, I like to uppercut.
I've seen a lot of it lately. I just like to reveal 7 or something like that.
This is something interesting I want to talk about here. Playing a king in a combo as an ender. Playing a king as an ender as de Grey. It's not a thing that I do. But I realized, I suddenly had an epiphany one day that I used to play kings as enders, and then at some point I just stopped because I thought they were too high value as a combat option. But then I continually see people using them as enders. You actually should sometimes, and I'm not valuing them highly enough as an ender, because basically for me, if I don't have a 5 or 6 jack or an ace ender, my combo is not getting an ender. I'll leave it as a pile bunker or a throat. But I feel like sometimes you actually do need to just put that king on the table just to get that damage down.
I think this is just generally a good place for that too, because the king is not the dominant combat option, and knockdown consequently is not as amazing versus Grave as it is versus a lot of the cast. Whereas just taking the damage, if you don't have the jack in hand anyway, is pretty good.
Yeah, and so that's just something that I'd like to just posit as a thought thing, that how many de Grey players actually play kings in combos, and how many save them exclusively for combat reveals? Or it's just something I'd like to that I want to make more of a conversation thing, because not many people actually talk about how to play de Grey, because everybody just goes, oh, top deck de Grey.
Yeah.
And nobody really talks about de Grey play styles, and it's actually it's
well, there's sort of that community distaste for the character, which I've never really understood. I think he's really cool.
I understand a lot.
I mean,
I love him as a
know
character,
people,
but I definitely understand the distaste.
I know people dislike losing to that sort of stuff, but there are a lot of characters that play like that, and in a game that's I don't think that Yomi is too simple or anything like that, but in a game that is as simple as Yomi, there's gonna be stuff like that. It comes with the territory. So I really like de Grey. I don't even play him. I think he's cool, and I don't mind losing to him or anything like that.
He was definitely the first character I gravitated to. I was just like, this guy, he's so stylish, he's got massive pile bunkers, how could I not play this character? I just
actually,
wanted to play him from the moment I saw him.
The very first character that I played as was Geiger, because he has a waistcoat, and I was like, this is so rad, I need to play as.
I wanted to play Geiger as well, I'm not gonna lie. He's so swag.
Yeah, back in
and that's why I was attracted to Zane as well. Originally, was because look at that sweet purple coat.
Oh yeah, he's really cool.
How do you step past that?
I don't like Zane's playstyle very much. He's really strong. Don't get me wrong. Like he's amazing. I just I can't really get to it.
I can understand that. Meanwhile, Reganstar is beating.
Alright, so we got another KTO. Alright, he plays the 8 here, he reveals the 8 here. This makes more sense to me. This is my style of KTO.
Sorry for that tangent, watchers. We were just talking about our favourite characters. Yeah, meanwhile...
Alright.
The match, I've been watching there have been a few good reads here from Reganstar. He's done some good stuff. He hit a throw into ace earlier, the point counterpoint, and I think one of the aces was silent at least, so he's doing a good job drawing.
All right, so yeah, so we're gonna see the 8 here. I don't know which side we're gonna see of the 8, but
we're definitely seeing a side of the 8. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, 8 is just a really good reveal, and I wasn't even thinking about this because I guess I haven't played this match enough. But you're not going to beat 7 throw anyway, so and 8 undercuts
exactly.
the
Your
throw,
8
so.
is technically Graves' dominant throw as well as 7. Like they're effectively equal in this matchup. So you may as well just 8 throw. Like, all right, nice, takes it. He's going to pick up a queen for that. That's good.
And he gets
He should be able to attack an ace at the end of this, and that's a very strong combat win for Clan, turning the game right around. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Okay.
I respect that a lot.
So... he's now got 2, 8, and 4 attacks, and then an unknown. So probably dodge attack, yeah?
Dodge.
Okay, so he goes for the dodge.
I think that's pretty fine play. I would probably play that. Power bunker, you just do it. Like, whether it's a Joker or not, you just gotta put it on the table. And even if it is Joker, card swing,
you get the
more damage in the future. Like, I never mind playing into Jokers normally as Degree. Like, very occasionally, you know, I'm just like, oh, well, that's an obvious Joker, there's no point wasting cards here, but generally it's like, I'll just play into it anyway, because if it's a Joker, it just means more damage for me later, like... Except for that beautiful moment I had versus Leontis, where I successfully called out 2 Jokers that ace dodged 4 times in a row, then power bunker to king throw. But, it doesn't always happen.
Yeah, like I've heard tale.
Yeah.
Just plays the raw power bunker there.
Maybe not the best play, but maybe a nice bold play, which is...
I guess have lethal play lethal, right? But I don't know how much I'd be looking for the wake up throw.
Yeah. Probably Grave is not going to wake up throw like sort of 70% of the time.
Like he can afford to attack into a dodge there.
Yeah.
Even if he gets bunkered again.
Because it wasn't an ace dodge, so it's like, yeah, it's probably fine for him. The 7th throw.
And that'll do it.
Nice. So Clan takes the set 4-1. It's a nice set. I liked it.
It was very interesting.
Yeah. I think Regan, he's got potential. I definitely think so.
Yeah. He definitely made some really nice reads, especially in that last game there. He kind of let him get ground out, I think, at the end. And definitely, I think he needs to reassess his game plan with Onimaru. But he played some really good games.
That's 4 wins. It's 4 wins. Anyway.
Yep, that's 4 wins.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah. I think. Yeah. He got at the end of this game here. He was playing very well, but unfortunately, Mad King is very, very much of the opinion that you almost should never use your 7 as an ability in most matchups as Grave, right? But I think in this matchup we actually saw a really good example of that ability being used to great effect, because he revealed that Reganstar's hand was very soft to just repeated
right.
attacks.
I think as with most things in this game, there's not a lot of absolutes where it's like you should just never ever do this, right? if you're fishing for T-Pos, 7 as an ability I think is fine.
Yeah.
And especially if you already in that matchup where 8 is going to be the dominant throw anyway.
Yeah.
In any sort of actual throw clash, because point counterpoint is barely an actual throw.
Although sometimes it does count because of counter. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes. It depends on what you've got.
But like if you're 7 throwing with counter specifically for that, it's like
certainly situations. But Mad King thinks places a lot of importance on late game throw speed clashing and stuff like that, which it is extremely important.
Although I suppose it probably comes from him being a Quints player, where he gets to if you're not valuing that, he gets to play he gets to play his 7 throw just like 5 times, 6 times a game.
Yeah.
Which is, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, it teaches you certain things about the game.
Yeah, it really does. Like, you don't respect that late game throw clashes are a real thing, then you will get destroyed by Quints. And
I've been recently just trying to think about it in terms of how many of these do I need to win the game. Because I think that if you have a couple of 7 throws or something, and you think that later on they're going to be the dominant throw, you can keep them around. But if you need to fish for T-Pos, all of a sudden you don't need any of those 7 throws to win you the game. So you play the ability, check if they have a Joker, because that knowledge is worth more to you than the 7 throw at that point.
Yeah, and scrounging for aces as well. I agree. It's definitely a situational thing. Well, it doesn't look like there's going to be any exceedingly hyped matches tonight, unfortunately.
Alright.
I will just have a peek, but it doesn't look like it. So, I'm probably going to turn this stream off. Thank you for watching. I'll probably upload it, because that's a thing I do now, apparently.
Alright, always a pleasure casting with you, Bomber.
Same to you.
Later, guys.
Catch ya.